Nkubelanze sugar sugar wange bima bubundi sugar sugar wo wesigenze sugar wange ebyange byenina bibyoweka amanyenze Aida Mugo mbera ko kuchikumi akawumuzesa to KDR FM bolero
from all over the world, local, regional, national and international. KDR FM brings you all the stories. KDR FM News, proudly sponsored by MTN.
To be a winner, you must conquer the unconquerable.
Yes, sir!
Get it down on the ground and give me 50 press up using your stomach.
Winning is hard, but with MTN Momo, it's easy. Simply pay or shop with Momo for a chance to win mobile money every day. Use the Momo app or dial *165*3#.
Terms and conditions apply.
MTN.
MTN Momo is regulated by the Bank of Uganda.
Abantu nyana bakibale kagadi kakumiro na hadi hona mutabaruke habwokuba yansika arguza egabude obone baletera mibazi yona eyabusireyira ikaranogya Kampala manya Kenya manya Dubai nogitoza hati nurekeraho genda bugenda mu batyasika arguza yona emibaze roho okukebera omubiri gwono kamanya na kyorwaire byona byabusa iwo kwenda kukebera computer kwigula ebinywa kandi inyo bakasitoma babo abakuru inyo bakubahereza special care bakusubuza green tea habeya y'omusubuzi okuterwa mutwe kuterwa mutima ekiriroliro mu mubiri kuruma no kuzimba ebigeri ulcers haniya sukari pressure kusanyarara omusujja ogutakira kurumwa mugongo kuruma munda amani geksaija nege kazi toine iwo karwara amaino habo kwani obo kaba kuletera mbazi gwa amaino ogubakweta high quality toothpaste bakusemereza buhereza high hinaiwe buli kya baraza babaho nyamarunda town council hasanyuka bar and lodge kandi kuruga kya kabiri kya kasatu kya kana kya katano kya mukaga hamuna kya sande baba karuguza ha office zabu enkuru ha muhanda gwa kikada waruga ha stand big bank hakona house ne kyapa kibahoja kwa no kirora genda nakasenti ko gule mibazi niko bakwijanja bokire abo kumanya bikiraho baza nabo ha 0786 mukaga 13 04 00 na 0740 kenda na 5 10 23 yanshi together we share.
For how Chinese bantu baingi muno ohulira kyansimba hano nkwata hamugongo ekifuba kikulemera oburumi munyingo omwo baitu hati wekwata ba for how Chinese bano ni bayijanja banokira kimo ebirwaire no biraga nenkoro yawe yekikugu baine byoma ebya meridian therapy nibikonyera okwigula ebinywa kutereza emigongo alinya bakusasa nibakumara mu busase bona bwino munyingo hati nywa bakuzimbe bigere mugende mubayikire nibakora handwereza maiso nibajanja basukali harusazi okwetaga kusara size okendeza omunyeto gwine oyine kizibu kyo kusanyarara hamuna inywa abateirwe stroke niba batereza ni mugaruka okurungi muno aba for how Chinese hano mukaruguza basange amuhanda gwa kizizi ogugenda ha vision hakyombako kyakona house haihine ichundiro lya magiteri yaka opposite Millennium Guest House rundi baterera namba zesimu 0 kinana na mnana msanju na msanju asatu na mnana na 0 nkaga na ibiri kinana na isatu anna nemu for how Chinese hamuno bujanja byo burungi.
Esaha zikire ibire zekiro ohulirize KDR 10 fama akaire kanu nikakuleterwa
MTN voice bundles ezikutera network zona habei dondolo migasita 10 ibiri mu hash rundo yekonyeza my MTN app okome mu daily bundle habo kuba butukubaza itwena titukwemerezebwa. MTN Uganda Limited nerolerwa Uganda Communications Commission.
Kibale Local Council 5 chairperson urges parents to keep children productive this holiday. MP Dr. Emily urges border cyclists to work together, uphold discipline. Bunyoro Kitara Kingdom rejects UCDA rationalization, calls for increased funding. And Guinea junta dissolves dozens of political parties, silent on elections. These are more stories up next in the detail. It is a very good evening. It's exactly 8 p.m. and such a good listener. Thank you so much for keeping it KDRFM. My name is Deo Asiimwe with the detail. The Kibale Local Council 5 chairperson Godfrey Muwonge Kasanga has advised parents to help their children utilize the forthcoming holidays productively. Muwonge made the call today in an interview with KDRFM reporters in his office at the district headquarters in Kibale Town Council, Kibale District. He says parents should reflect that sometimes children, mostly girls, go to holidays and get pregnant, and the boys join drug gangs, which may stop them from going back to schools. Muwonge also urges the children to behave very well in the vacation, do productive projects, and support their parents in doing domestic work.
Abazaire buli buginanizibwa bwaito abana bamaze garuka umuruhumura n'ururayira okwikalira nabo mukakora program erasobora kubarabyo umuruhumura n'ururayira muri bantu bakuru mumanyire kibine kirungi kandi yensenu ninyo mwine kugitekaniririza abazaire banyu ne barane babarumirirwa bata busasa kurumirirwa okusinga inkegero ino kwirumirirwa mukoragane n'abazaire banyu okururanti mwayetekaniza omujanwari gwa kabiri ebizambi je kwani bijja nitugenda garuka hasomero mwerabize kurunjo mukiyaro mukozere ne sente n'abazaire banyu baito byo kugenda okusiba ne mutamburo mu town ebiti bigenda nitubasabira nti ebizamu bijje mu birabire musobore genda alevu endi ihanga linu amaiso gona gatunulire inyu basamuko muri mukiyaro mukole ekimuseme gukora kandi musobore nanyo konyera abazaire banyu kubegese basemere bimo kubandi bakora abana abo nabo bayina amagezi agabasa kuleta mu family yanyu omukayire kanu family kaba cyakororeraho so ba senior 4 rivers na abandi abagenda kubona mutandika kole bizamu byanyu aba P7 senior 6 tukubasabire migisa ya ruhanga kandi mwebundaze mukama ruhanga basobozese kuroranti mwayikiriza ekimukuserura.
Away from that, the Member of Parliament, Buyanja East County, Dr. Emily Kugonza, has called on the border cyclists to work together and uphold discipline in the border business. Andrew Biarhanga Simakula, the political assistant, delivered the message of Dr. Emily Kugonza while handing over 500,000 shillings to support the Chikara border operators in Karaba Sub-County, Kibale District to procure land where to establish their stage. Semakula adds that they should add more efforts in saving so that they can achieve their goals.
Ongeremu amani mu kusavinga kwanyu niko murolengu mu kukura enjubu ogiteka na mbere yikire okaleka itafwali okagitunulira teye yongeraho neitaka lyoneri mu kubaire mu kozireki muri ayino kulimara baitu habwensonga eyo no kusaba kwanyu Dr. Emile Bumwamusabire kirize kiyaraganize emitwaro 50 ngalesire okubakonyera akongerereza hansonga yeitaka lyanyu mutekanize randi road tumanyire nambere yali ninkakasa baitu habu okuba mukwenda kwetongoza muramara kwetongoza mukole byo bimusemerire kukora aba boda bagirira kalimu era bugamba ngwati mwangwe bwangu era banguha.
Delighted border riders led by Julius Kialigonza note that currently they are hiring the piece of land where they are operating at a monthly cost of 15,000 shillings to the owner, praising Dr. Emily Kugonza for fulfilling his pledge to enable them procure the land.
Emile Kugonza tukaba tuli hano akabazire mu campaign twatayo ubutumwa bwaitu twamusaba kutusagikaho hansonga yogura umwanya gwo kutekaho stage 8 ya baboda itujja kugura umwanya tugwine guri hali asente yaturaganize kale kutuhereza ntumusima habwa kutugarukamu okusaba kwaitu twamusabire hano nambe twayintu koyora abayinaona atuyihaka sente habu umwanya gwaye guno gutwaye yambisize ezimo sente tuyikolesa zoho
yitu twali tuli hano twasaba Emile Kugonza sente rero turabiyamu tugamba sente twine kubata ntukozesa sente okwezi okwa hano kusasura umutwaro gumone 10,000 kwikalira kwaitu sente zitubantu tera kasoka kwehandikisa buli muntu naleta umutwaro gumu.
Stephen Kasanga, the local council 2 chairperson Buchuya Parish, asked the beneficiary border riders to put the money to the intended purpose.
akeraga kuha amaizi abo mugeto kuha pipe umuhanda ugura umugeto turuka hansi notugera muzizi baboine itaka yagamba njya kubakwatiraho mbatekera akasente nisima muno omukuru honorable wetu Emile takweraga bisuba akweraga ekikire ababoda babaletere mitwara 5 eitaka ilibagamba lirinko mwagamba liryawo ndi bakunyokaho Emile kujya kumugarura hano nkwetaga kwijya hano cyobeko mu kiro kigarukire asente zahayire kitacyarinka.
Away from that, the Prime Minister of Bunyoro Kitara Kingdom, Andrew Byakutaga, has voiced strong opposition to the Uganda government proposal to rationalize the Uganda Coffee Development Authority (UCDA). He argues that the authority plays a vital role in the coffee sector, recommending that the government increase its funding and set clear annual targets for improvement. As discussions continue over the potential rationalization of the Uganda Coffee Development Authority, Byakutaga questions the timing of the proposal, particularly as Uganda's coffee sector is currently experiencing growth. He urges the government to reconsider merging UCDA in a ministry, expressing concerns over potential bureaucratic delays that could impact those involved in coffee value addition. He instead says government should boost UCDA's funding. The Hoima Magistrate Court, headed by the Chief Magistrate George Mfitundinda, has today sentenced Ali Tuha Mildred, a resident of Vitara Cell in Hoima West Division, Hoima City, to spend 12 months in prison for burning her stepson. The Chief Magistrate George Mfitundinda also ordered the convict to pay 1 million shillings to Hilda Musimenta, a mother to the boy, immediately after the sentence to cater for the medical expenses. In a ruling, the Chief Magistrate today disclosed that the offence is a serious one which deserves a maximum sentence of life imprisonment, but decided to give a lenient punishment since she is breastfeeding a baby. Mildred Alituha burnt a 6-year-old stepson, Elvis Wembabazi, in September last year and who was brought home by the father, identified as Ian Biabasaija, to help the stepmother with home errands. Alituha punished the boy for not taking good care of his stepmother's children. Meanwhile, Hilda Musimenta, the mother to Ellis, and Nganzi Maureen, the grandmother of Els, residents of Kihororo LC1 in Buraro Sub-County, Hoima, who have been taking care of the burnt child, have disclosed that they are not satisfied with the judgment, saying that 12 months in prison are too little, adding that they have been spending a lot of money treating the child.
Mwana ono bakamusiba emiguho mu kayise yamwokiye emikono mwalimu ikazi wa Itara bakweta alitoa Mildred namwokeza okuba bahimbire mugenzi we mwana wokwezi kumu yamugwato muliso niho yayihirire kumutera no kumusiba emiguha no kumwokiye emikono abwire bone kikira ha mwana kagongo bale byara byona tibikusobora kuwata kurungi
kandi umusango kaba mu high court baguheba kugarura omwayi turubasire muno n'umusango guno akaba tuziringitanize office tuzitahire habo omwana obwire buno bakutugamba 25 bagenda kumuyaho bwarobo akabusisa bona tibikusobora kukwata tukandi tuteka mu nesente tibakasambagana waitu naise mwana tamanyiro mwana ali atarunda byamata titukaruraga ikine kitukwenda kugambira abantu bone ensendi yone ekirole titukaruraga ombura muzina akaguzo omuntu akozere ensobi namukaguza okwenda osibwe bwire ki oli nagamba myezi 3 kwena mpomo akaguma kandi kaina yehana ngwe kiremere sente naga no bwire bune kiremere sente ngikyo tukirozerere kyo mura muzatukozere tukujurira twija kujura na jora hakisahe turo abakuru bakuja no mwana waito mulemu.
Very distressing incident. Now, away from that, the Ministry of Health, in partnership with the Texas Children's Global Hope Program and Baylor College of Medicine Children's Foundation Uganda, has announced the launch of a landmark program to scale up and integrate sickle cell disease care into primary health services in Uganda. The program integrating and scaling up sickle cell disease care in primary health services is funded by the Bristol Myers Squibb Foundation and seeks to improve essential health services to children affected by sickle cell disease throughout the country. Sickle cell disease, an inherited blood disorder, is a major public health challenge in Uganda and the sub-Saharan Africa, where approximately 20,000 children are born with the condition each year. In Uganda alone, nearly half of the children with sickle cell disease die before their 5th birthday due to severe anemia, pain crises, and susceptibility to fatal infections. This program aims to address these alarming statistics by providing comprehensive care to children diagnosed with sickle cells, focusing on early intervention through childhood vaccinations, penicillin to prevent infections, and hydroxyurea, a medication that reduces sickling of blood cells to prevent complications. Dr. Henry Mwebesa, the Director of Health Services at the Ministry of Health, emphasizes that the program's focus on leveraging existing child health care systems. Dr. Diana Atuine, the Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Health, says that the shared vision is to end the unconscionable suffering and childhood death for children with sickle cell disease.
You are still listening to KDR News Broadcast. This is the news on the international scene.
For the news on the international scene, Guinea. Guinea authorities have dissolved dozens of political parties and placed 2 major opposition ones under observation early this week, while the transitional government has yet announced a date for elections. The West African country has been led by a military regime since soldiers ousted President Alpha Conde in 2021. The West African region bloc, known as ECOWAS, has pushed for a return of civilian rule, and elections are scheduled for next year, 2025. The mass dissolution of 53 political parties and required observation of 54 others for 3 months is unprecedented in Guinea, which held its first democratic election in 2010 after decades of authoritarian rule. The 67 parties that will be under observation for 3 months can operate normally but must resolve irregularities noted in the report. The early Senate is 13 minutes past 8 p.m. We'll take a quick look on the top stories as we mark the end of today's evening bulletin. Kiwale District Local Council 5 chairperson urges parents to keep children productive this holiday. MP Dr. Emily urges border cyclists to work together, uphold discipline. General Kingdom rejects UCDA rationalization, calls for increased funding, and Guinea junta dissolves dozens of political parties but silent on elections. That marks the end of today's evening bulletin at 14 minutes past 8 p.m. Thank you so much for being such a good listener and keeping it KDR FM.
From all over the world, local, regional, national, and international, KDR FM brings you all the stories. KDR FM News, world's proudly sponsored by MTN.
To be a winner, you must conquer the unconquerable.
Yes, sir!
Get down on the ground and give me 50 press up using your stomach.
Winning is hard, but with MTN Momo, it's easy. Simply pay or shop with Momo for a chance to win mobile money every day. Use the Momo app or dial *165*3#.
Terms and conditions apply.
MTN.
MTN Momo is regulated by the Bank of Uganda.
Abantu nyana bakibale, Kagadi, Kakumiro, n'ahandi hona mutabaruke habwokuba tyansika ruguza egabudde obone baletere emibazi yona eyabuzireira ikara nogya Kampala manya Kenya manya Dubai nogitoza hati nurekeraho genda bugenda mu batyansika ruguza yona emibazi roho okukebera omubiri gwono okamanya nakyorwaire byona byabusa iwe kwenda kukebera kompyuta kwigula ebinywa kandi inyo bakasitoma babo abakuru inyo bakubahereza special care bakusubuza green tea habeya y'omusubuzi okuterwa omutwe kuterwa omutima ekiriroliro mu mubiri kuruma n'okuzimba ebigere ulcers hernia sukali pressure kusanyarara omusujja ogutakira kuruma omugongo kuruma munda amani gekisajja negekazitoine iwo karwara amaino habokwa nibo bonka bakuletera ombazi gwa amaino ogubakweta high quality toothpaste bakusemereza buhereza haihi na iwe buli kya baraza babahunya marunda town council hasanyuka bar and lodge ekandi kuruga kya kabiri kya kasatu kya kana kya katano kya mukaga hamuna kya sande baba karuguza ha office zabwe enkuru ha muhanda gwa kikada waruga ha Stanbic Bank hakona house ne kyapa kibahoja kwa no kirora genda bugenda nakasente ko gule mibazi niko bakwijanja bokire abukumanya bikiraho baza nabo ha 0786 13 04 00 na 0740 95 10 23 yanshi together we share.
For how Chinese bantu baingi muno ohulira kyansimba hano nkwata hamugongo ekifuba kikulemera oburumi munyingo mu baitu hati wekwata ba for how Chinese bano ni bayijanja banokira kimo ebirwaire no biraga nenkoro yawe yekikugu baine byoma ebya meridian therapy nibikonyera okwigula ebinywa kutereza emigongo alinywa bakusasa nibakumara mu busasi bona bwino munyingo hati nywa bakuzimbe bigere mugende mubayikire nibakora handwereza maiso nibajanja basukali harusazi okwetaga kusara size okendeza omunyeto gwine oyinekizibu kyo kusanyarara hamuna inywa abateirwe stroke niba batereza ni mugaruka okurungi muno aba for how Chinese hano mukaruguza basange ha muhanda gwa kizizi ogugenda ha vision hakyombeko kyakona house haihine ichundiro lya magiteri yaka opposite Millennium Guest House rundi baterera namba ze simu 0 kinana na mnana msanju na msanju asatu na mnana na 0 mwenda nkaga na ibiri kinana na isatu anna nemu for how Chinese hamuno bwijanja byo burungi.
Omulizo mulungi webaleyo makuru na Deo Asiimwe katwengere no maiso nebirango byokubika nkuru yeo Thomas wa Mugoja biro sono nabiko omwana we kunukulugu omwana wo murongo akankwasa Jacqueline agurukirege kirokino na tabazibwa nyinche kya katano kibanza saa 8 gwa nyamsana na bikira ordinandi Ruhangaliyo Bosco wa Mugoja Church of Uganda Master Niyonzima Alani mukodo mwe mugurusi bya Ruhanga Damiani Mpakaniyo Gabrieli wa Bugwara wa Munyengabe wa Buhumuliro Kisache John wa Furahimu Michombero wa Buhumuliro kya pasente kasatu wa Kabamba Kachimbiri Agustini Magezi Jamada Diskansala kya pasoni Mugoja Erusubano Irumbanduru Mutebezi wa Kabamba Church of Uganda Mwebembe Edison bikwasirwa Dorasi District Councilor Honorable Musana Eriki Arali MP Achali MP Buyaga East Motesa wa Manyinya Kachagu wa Kachuchu Rukara Damaseni wa Kipsulita Edward wa Bugwara Ponsiano Apollo wa Bugwara Kalimu Afende Samu wa Bugwara Bashiri Kadugu Kusima Geradi abasubuzi ba Mugoija Bugwara Buhumuliro abataka ba Mugoija Kyabisoha Kaisolia Rugarambiro na handi abikire nuwe Nkiriyehe Thomas wa Mugoija BLC 1 omwereza birungi Kahiro wa Kibali kiyanda kubika mukazi we Ngunzi Werina amufirego kirokinu kya kana ziko kya katano nyincha saa 8 au makage au buhumi Kibali na bikiro muhereza Sempiro wa Bubango omwereza Paulo Mukolasi Mutaguro wa